Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I forgot you're right there. Okay. Today's video is about CachyOS. For those who don't know, the main CachyOS dev, the head developer, is Russian. Now, as we all know, we can't choose where we're born. We can choose where we live technically, but if you love your country, you love your country. And I'm not going to be the one to hate on that, and I know someone's going to take everything I say and crap on it, because that's what today's horrible society does. They're extremely toxic. They only care about what they think, what they feel, and they don't understand that sometimes what you do, well, it's being a really bad person, and it needs to stop. There are no security risks in CachyOS. There's no unverified builds. There is no geopolitics. None of this. Whoever this Pavlo guy is, I think, kind of losing his mind and has joined the I am going to try to cancel someone cancer train of the world, which is something we have to deal with a lot lately. And it really needs to end. Let me try to be as clear as I can here. There is nothing wrong with the head developer, the main lead developer of CachyOS. He is not influenced by anything. He loves Linux. You love Linux. We all love Linux. Now, trust. So the video claims the lead developer is based in Russia. Okay, and argues this creates a potential risk due to government pressure, legal coercion, and historical cases involving tech products. There's no evidence. He'll never do that. I'm going to be completely honest about that. There is no doubt in my mind that the other members of CachyOS would never let that happen. Not to mention that all code is reviewed before anything is put out or tested, because that has always been the first thing that they want to do. They want to have a secure environment. They want to have an environment without security risks. And I don't think the person making these claims truly understands that. It's just like the person that I get in the comments sometimes. They think because CachyOS is made on Arch Linux that for some reason one day they're going to wake up and it's dead. Like, I tried to explain to him that the CachyOS developers test everything before they put it out. They have their community go in and test it. Like, when they're about to release a new ISO, what do? They post about it in their Discord, and they're like, yeah, anybody want to test this? To give feedback, so on and so forth. And that's amazing. That's what you should do. That's what having a community is about, first and foremost. Making sure your distro runs and works well, and they do that better than anyone. And the best part is they have Peter, who is an Arch Linux developer as well, and things get passed back and forth between the two distros, which is amazing. This is why NVIDIA on Arch Linux has been so goddamn good, is because, well, Peter's on the case. And that's something I love more than others, more than anything. Now, here we go. That one's over with. The argument goes farther. Even open source isn't automatically safe. It is when you have people who are constantly testing everything and checking over the code. Why, they ask? Because what you install is not the source code. You think? That can't be true. Man. Seriously? That's the argument? Nothing that we do will ever truly be safe. Nothing technologically that we have in front of us will ever be safe. This controller will only ever be 99.9% safe. Okay, great. You know what is completely safe? Inanimate objects, like this knife. It's fully safe. Oh, but it's not. Oh my god. Do you want to know why? Because what if you're cutting something and it decides to snap in your hand and bounce back and cut you? Well, that's technology. That will do that. Like this. Perfectly ordinary USB A to C. It looks safe, but it comes apart. Well, now it's instantly unsafe. Whatever will we do? You're never truly secure. You're never truly owning your privacy, your information, none of this. That's all a delusion. Nothing can prevent your data from leaving your hands and getting into anybody else's hands. If they want it bad enough, they will get it. So this kind of argument, completely mute and mute? You know what I mean. Jeez. The key technical issues raised. CachyOS does not use reproducible builds, meaning they can't independently verify that source code equals final build. Give me 1 second. This is called the GitHub. Okay. This is called the GitHub. Now, how CachyOS handles everything. Okay. This is going to surprise everyone. Everything they do goes through what's called a pull request system. Meaning, okay, they need to have their code verified, tested by other developers, confirmed, then it's merged. Which means they are able to actually have reproducible builds, and they are actually able to check the final code. They are able to check and confirm everything is legit and what it's supposed to be before they send it out. Will issues happen? Yes. Do you want to know why? Because nothing in this world is absolute. Besides the toxicity of humans, apparently. The amount of racist crap in this world, I swear to God. Now, look, no distro's perfect. I can't even install Ubuntu 2006, 2004, 2604, because the installer doesn't want to scan my disks. It doesn't want to find a suitable drive, and because of this, you have no video on this. Bugs happen. Mint is not a stable distro whatsoever. It's a disaster, and so is Zorin. I've had more issues on Mint and Zorin than I've ever had on any other distro, but other people do not. It all comes down to hardware combination. It happens to the best of the people. Yes, you can reproduce anything you need to just to make sure it's broken, to fix it. Reproducible builds are a thing. Putting this back, putting this over here. There's the key technical issues. Reproducible builds, yep, the gas, blah, 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 blah. Great. So this guy proved he's a clown. I hate using that term. The video reference incidents like the XZ Utils backdoors. You know what the funny part is? I was there when that happened, and that didn't affect CachyOS. I don't think they actually updated or pulled that at that time. Or they were aware of it before everyone else was. So that's not really a thing. Not only that, but the CachyOS Discord was the first people that were told about the AUR incidents. Right away, boom, there it is. Don't do this. Don't touch that. It's being dealt with. Did you know that? And I went and I informed my Discord, and other people informed theirs, and just went from there. Okay? They're not going to let something like this happen. They're constantly checking their code. They don't want a security issue. They don't want a problem. Ooh. People like this just get the violence in me going. Another major claim. Stability risk. I already covered this. Moving on. Stutters. Aggressive performance tweaks. The performance tweaks aren't aggressive. Early kernel features. The developers themselves test these performance kernel feature thingies, patches, you name it, before they ever put it into public. They also ask people to test them and report back if there's any issues. I've mentioned that as well. Starting to get nasty, I think. Then comes the ethical argument. The video claims Supporting the project means funding developers in Russia who pay tax locally. I'm not sure if most people know this, but any money that comes into CachyOS gets put back into CachyOS. Server costs, hardware, things like this. Every single one of those developers has their own job. The income goes back into development. From what I've talked to and heard talked in the Discord. So no, you're not funding some secret government Russian organization. I can't tell if they're serious or not anymore. I kind of wonder how many pull requests has this so-called head Russian developer made. Take a look. Wow. It's mostly just Peter and Nam doing all the work. Interesting. I'm going to go check other repos. 1 second. Can I please go back to... I don't know why my internet's being slow. I'm sorry. Happens. Let's continue. The core message of this video is, I didn't do any research. I'm going off my own claims. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but you should trust me because the source is, trust me, bro. Cachy prioritizes performance over trust, variability, long-term stability. No, CachyOS prioritizes stability. Okay. Long-term stability and trust and the ability to verify things plus performance all at once. I swear there's some special people in this world. There really is. And I don't say this to be mean. I'm saying this because it's true. When you walk into YouTube and you find a video like this, if you're one of those people that go, oh my God, now I'm going to hate them forever, you have little to no common sense. When you see information like this, you should do one of two things. Verify it. Talk to the developers. They're very open people. 2, check the source code. It's right there. You can also check the builds and everything. Everything is open. There is nothing hidden from anyone. If you need to, you can also email them at admin@CachyOS.org. You can go talk to Peter. You can do multiple different things. It is very, very easy not to jump to conclusions and believe some random dude off the internet that says that has no verifiable source and is basically a trust me bro. Okay? Now I've made CachyOS aware of this BS, so they know about it. I tag them on Twitter and I also message them because I don't want any of this to get out of hand. It's stupid, it's pointless drama, and it needs to just be cut at the knees before anything really picks up. And what I am really tired about more than anything, in my own comments, I've seen people be hateful towards people that they've never met, that they don't know, and it's just pathetic. It needs to stop. So now you know what's going on. But do you have any common sense? If you do, let me know. Does this change your point of view on CachyOS? Doesn't on mine. It is a great, well put together, stable distro that is built well for the long term. And that's what it's going to remain no matter what some random ass YouTuber decides to try to expose them for or claim when he has no actual evidence, proof, or source. And he clearly doesn't understand how the world works.